Well, it's guns, knives, and watches, and I thought I'd tell you about some other stuff that I use around my house on the farm. Well, I buy a lot of fuel. Gasoline, diesel. Truck runs up, I'm buying more than 500 gallons of diesel at a time. Gasoline, I use it all the time. I store it in 5-gallon buckets. You can store it in larger. 5 gallons is about as heavy as I want to pour, okay? And I've got a lot of, old 5-gallon gas cans that I've had from, back in the day. Back when Scepter, you could buy Scepter cans. None of mine are California compliant. I go to the gas station, I get gas. Nobody's ever bothered me about non-carb compliant cans. And of course have the spouts and, use the gas spout with the gas and the diesel spout with the diesel because the gaskets are different and da and this, that, or the other. But this PRI is the very best additive that you can add, because you can get algae, you get slime, you get sludge, you get gook and guck in diesel. It just grows in it, okay? Now, 1 gallon of PRI treats 2,000 gallons of diesel. What does that mean for me? That means this gallon that's around $100, okay, costs me about $25 per tank to put in there, and so that I feel better about me, not having algae, not having that kind of stuff. It's also, it talks about boost lubricity, this, there, the other, Since they've taken the lead out of diesel, it's not as lubricating as it used to be. How they do it, I don't know, this, there, the other, but I put a quarter of this per tank in my diesel, which is why I'm buying it by the gallon. Plus, it's just more economical. It would be more economical if I wanted to buy it by the case of 6 or something like that. But gallons tend to be where I go. As far as gasoline, this PRI-G for gas will treat 512 gallons. Now, I don't use as much gas. I might fill up a car once a month. But, it's good for 2-stroke, 4-stroke, whatever. And how you use this is you use 1 ounce per 16 gallons. Now, how the hell is that going to help me, okay? Because the stuff in the car is not going to go bad because I'm running it out of it. When I store stuff, I'm storing in 5-gallon containers. Well, you can get 15-gallon jugs of and store gas in it like that, and then you would just use 1 ounce, treat it, not rock and roll, man. But if you want to do it in 5 gallons, it's just real easy. And if you want to use a scale and a measuring cup or anything, this, there, the other, you can do it a few different ways. You can guess. I mean, a third, break it into thirds. Put a third of an ounce in each one. I have little, because of the coffee shop and everything else, and because I'm just been geeky like that my entire life, I actually have little measuring cups that will do a third of an ounce. So that's the way I do it, and you can do it, however you want to. But these are 2 actual products that I will endorse. Now, I do not endorse Stay-Bill. I've had Stay-Bill kind of do some weird things and not really work for me. It might work in your environment. It might work in, whatever, Now, I don't set my gas cans out in the sun, and I don't have my diesel can where the sun's going to hit it all day. I have it is in the shade of the barn through the heat of the day. But anyway, this is Guns, Knives, and Watches, and I just want to talk to you about these things. Now, this gas for treating 512 gallons is going to run you probably over 30 bucks, okay? And that's going to be shipped to you. This PRI diesel is going to cost you about 100 bucks, but 2,000 gallons of diesel, 500 gallons of gasoline. I know it says 512, but I don't know. In an ideal world, man, if you had a big gas tank and, you know, you could know that there was 512 gallons, it would work out ideally to put this in it. But then if you were going to do that, I'd buy it by the gallon. I wouldn't buy it by this. I don't know if you can buy it in larger containers. I've never tried to. But the 32-ounce fluid container is the way I buy it. And then the 1 gallon for the diesel. Your mileage may vary, your needs may vary, but I just want to turn you on to something that actually works. And I've never run into anybody, and I learned this on the farm. I wish I was creative enough to come up with this. But I used Sta-Bil for a long time, and then I had Sta-Bil go bad on me in a lawnmower and really gunk one up, so then I stopped using anything. But this is what I've been using the last little bit. Been happy with it. Just wanted to throw it out there. This is Guns, Knives, Watches. Have a good one.